Welcome back. Taking a live look at the big board right now. We are keeping watch on the markets as investors brace for long-awaited interest rate cuts. The Fed's next meeting is next week, and that's where they'll make a decision on interest rates. The recent weak jobs data is pointing to rate cuts. And this just in, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that President Trump can keep a Democratic member of the Federal Trade Commission away from her post for now. Let's get to CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady. Kelly, thank you for joining us. Can you walk us through how we got here?
Absolutely. So this goes back to March. Shortly after the president took office, he sought to fire the 2 Democratic commissioners on the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC. And so since then, there has been a lot of legal back and forth. And particularly this ruling is about Rebecca Slaughter. So she is the one that has continued to take up this legal claim, saying that the president cannot fire her without cause. Now, the Supreme Court is likely going to take up this case. But what this does with this ruling is, while they are considering the case, the firing can go forward. So she is being kept away from her post, and that's just sort of an interim type of thing. It will ultimately rest with the Supreme Court's decision of whether she can return or not. But the broader takeaway here is this notion of cause. And you and I have talked about this before when we're talking about the Federal Reserve governor firings, whether it be Lisa Cook or Chair Powell. And so really we are seeing a lot of legal cases, whether it be at the FTC, whether it be at the Federal Reserve, whether it be at some other agencies, taking this issue of what is cause and what is the president able to do when it comes to these independent agencies. How much influence, how much ability does he have to fire certain individuals at those agencies? And it's really going to come back to this issue of cause. So this is absolutely a very important Supreme Court case to keep your eye on. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of time before we get a final ruling. But for now, she is not allowed to stay at that job.
Okay, so Kelly, in other news of the day, Dick's Sporting Goods completed a $2 billion acquisition of Foot Locker. So what does this mean for the sneaker industry?
Hefty price. As someone who worked in M&A, I always like seeing deals being made. It's a good sign that M&A activity is coming back. That being said, there are some antitrust issues with this, and it really comes back to what is it going to mean for consumers? Because remember, Dick's Sporting Goods, if you've been into one of their stores recently, you can go buy sneakers there. And so purchasing Foot Locker and sort of their larger footprint with all of their stores across the country, there are some questions from analysts saying, well, is that going to mean that there's less competition and that prices could be higher for consumers? Dick's says no, they're going to continue operating those Foot Locker stores independently. So you and I really wouldn't see much of a change when we go into the store, and it would just be cost savings on the back end with having these 2 companies be able to share some of those back house functions.
Okay. And Google just doesn't seem to be able to catch a break. They're facing a new lawsuit over monopoly violation. So who filed the suit and what's the claim exactly?
You're right. Google is sort of taking it from all sides right now when it comes to this question of monopoly. So PubMatic is the company that has filed this suit. They are a cloud-based advertising technology firm. And basically what you need to know here is they are accusing Google, which is by far the leader in the digital advertising marketplace, of utilizing their power to keep them out of certain contracts to essentially make the marketplace less competitive. PubMatic is seeking billions of dollars in damages, but I always go back to this. Yes, Google has been taking it on the chin from a number of different areas. That being said, anyone can file a lawsuit. It is up to the judge to determine if there is cause and that they can go forward with it.
That is right. Kelly O'Grady, thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it.